What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Cardinal Red. We back for some more of that Ali Land boxing talk, people. And today we talking Vasyl Lomachenko ducking Manny Pacquiao. Lomachenko says Pacquiao is just too old. Alright, people, let's get into this, man. I'm a little late, but better late than never. I actually feel like this fight should have happened. It should have been the last fight of Manny Pacquiao's career with Top Rank. It should have been the fight that the Jeff Horn fight ended up being. You know what I'm saying? At the time, there were talks about Freddie Roach saying that Vasyl Lomachenko was too much for Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was too old. But what the truth really was, because a few weeks before that news it broke, and you'll say everybody started talking about that. Freddie Roach had actually said Manny Pacquiao would knock Vasyl Lomachenko out. You know what I'm saying? So, it's crazy the dynamics surrounding Freddie Roach sometimes, with him being a top-ranked trainer and then him having fighters that I feel like he knows can beat certain other fighters within that stable, but not being able to voice his full opinion all the time, and maybe not in front of certain people. But I feel like this is a fight that should have happened a while ago. It should have been, like I said, the fight that the Jeff Horn fight ended up being, and we all see what the Jeff Horn fight turned into, kind of like a robbery type situation. And I feel like the reason that the Jeff Horn fight ended up like this is because, I think Bob Arum knew that Manny Pacquiao was at the Top Rank. He was leaving, and that he wasn't going to get another cash fight. You know what I'm saying? This is all before the Jeff Horn fight. So I felt like he didn't want to place him with Vasyl Lomachenko because you just couldn't risk Lomachenko losing that fight. Not only that, you had the dynamic of Terrence Crawford at the time too, not getting the Manny, and it's really strange about that fight right there. Is those two fights is that that they never happened, because they would have been two very lucrative fights that could have ended Manny Pacquiao's career on a better note than what he left Top Rank on. It's crazy when you think about it. The amount of money Bob Arum missed out on by not placing Manny Pacquiao first against Vasyl Lomachenko. But it would have been hard, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he would have had to fought Terrence Crawford first, and that would have been a big L for. See, he could fight Lomachenko, and it wouldn't be a bigger L. I feel like even though Lomachenko got a big fan base, I feel like the Terrence Crawford fan base is bigger, And I feel like that he can make more money off of Terrence Crawford's name than he can off of Lomachenko's name. So I feel like he could have placed him against Lomachenko, and even if he lost, it wouldn't have been as big as if he placed Manny Pacquiao versus Terrence Crawford and he lost. But the problem was with that, to me, is there was no way for him to place him against Terrence Crawford first, because he would have had to fight Terrence Crawford first, because it would have been really hard for Manny Pacquiao to go down to 135, and then try to jump right back up and fight somebody at 147. You know what I'm saying? So that would have been, it just wasn't gonna happen that way. So he would have had to fight Terrence Crawford first, beat Terrence Crawford, and then go down and wait and try to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. And at that point, if you beat Terrence Crawford, Top Rank's pretty much dead. So, all he would have left is Vasyl Lomachenko. So if he would have ended his career on that note, you should see the pattern now of why what happened to Manny Pacquiao happened. Because if he would have done exactly that, and that should have been the way it played out. He should have went up and fought Terrence Crawford, and then went down to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. But the problem, like I said, with that is, if he would have beat both of those guys, Top Rank is pretty much dead at that point. So I do feel like there was a ducking situation when it comes to Manny Pacquiao versus Vasyl Lomachenko when they were both at Top Rank. At this point, I don't think Vasyl Lomachenko is on Manny Pacquiao's radar anymore because he has so many other money fights, not only with PBC, but being able to pair up with other promotional companies if he decides to continue his career past the Floyd Mayweather fight, if it comes. You know what I'm saying? As far as what Vasyl Lomachenko said about Pacquiao being too old, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if you felt like that at that time, you should have voiced your opinion, and you should have demanded the Manny Pacquiao fight while both of y'all were at top rank, because Pacquiao was demanding the fight. He was bringing him on. You know what I'm saying? Bring on whoever's next, Bob. And this basically was Pacquiao's opinion at the time, but it wasn't like Lomachenko was clamoring for that fight. Check out what Mikey Garcia's doing. He's like, man, I want that fight. He's been saying that for 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And he finally got what he wanted. So sometimes you got to voice your opinion about what you want. And it don't seem like Vasyl Lomachenko is voicing his opinion about taking a Manny Pacquiao fight. It seems like Manny Pacquiao wants that smoke, and Vasyl Lomachenko really don't want that smoke, because to me the problem with Vasyl is he can't move up and weight. So he can only, I feel like he can't, he's plateaued, you know what I'm saying? So if he takes a defeat there, it's pretty much the end of his career. So especially against a guy like Manny Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying? There's nobody else. There's really now nobody else that he can be paired up against except for, what's his name? I always forget his name, but Mayweather's fighter, who everybody says he's ducking. But as far as that goes, man, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it is a slight ducking situation. I don't put it all on Vasyl Lomachenko. I like Lomachenko. I feel like he's a tough fighter. I just feel like Manny Pacquiao is way too much for Lomachenko. And the fact that Manny Pacquiao's power carries, you know, to various weight classes, it would be too much for Lomachenko, man. Leave me some comments down below. I need some new gear, man. Check out these Amazon links I got for you. And we out of here.